Hey guys, Sethly here, back with another Apex Legends video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now in today's video, we're going to be covering some news about some future updates coming to Apex in the very near future. But before I get into that, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 100,000 subscribers. It means the absolute world to me. I can't even really put into words how grateful I am for all of the support you guys have given me and the community I've been able to build. So again, just thank you guys so much for subscribing. We just hit 100,000 subscribers. I never thought I would see this day, but if you guys haven't subbed already, make sure to hit that sub button, turn on the notification bell, and let's just go ahead and get right into it. But first, I do want to let you guys know a new episode of the SquadCast Podcast, my Apex Legends podcast, did just come out, so make sure to go ahead and check that out if you guys have not already seen that. I'll link it down below, but let's go ahead and get right into it. So a lot of professionals have been kind of talking about Apex Legends on Twitter recently, but the good news is we do have a bunch of new content coming as of Tuesday with Bloodhound and the Town Takeover and all of that good stuff, like the Old Ways event, which is going to be awesome with duos permanent, which I'm super excited for. But a lot of pros have kind of been complaining, and we've gotten some news from some professionals at Respawn and some people who work at Respawn, like developers, telling us a few things about what we can expect in the future. So let's go ahead and get right into it. CLG Noko said on Twitter, "Playing Apex today was the most unenjoyable experience. I feel like my favorite game is dying faster and faster as the days pass." And the Zilch, a Respawn coder for Apex Legends, did reply. He said, "What's the biggest thing weighing you down right now? And if it's third parties or loot density, what's the one after that?" And Nicewig replied to that saying, "Next is legend diversity. I hate seeing the same legends every game having just the same old bubble fights, the same grapples in and out. It feels repetitive and makes the game stale after 2 to 3 hours." And then the Zilch replied to that again saying, "Lots of character work going on. Some lands Tuesday that hopefully shakes things up a bit." So that means that they are working on characters in the balance between legend meta. So it looks like we might be expecting some buffs and nerfs on Tuesday with the update that will be coming out with Bloodhound's Town Takeover. So we can probably, based on what he said and what the Zilch said, it looks like we'll be getting some sort of character changes in legend buffs and nerfs, which is pretty cool as well. But we also did get a little bit of a hint from Lowkey DB Josh, a producer at Respawn, obviously on Apex Legends, and TSM Aberlele. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. I'm really sorry if I mispronounced that, but he replied on this long thread. He said, "On World's Edge, I can certainly do that," talking about finding light ammo. But then he said, "If tourneys start running on Kings Canyon though, we might run into some problems." And then Lowkey DB Josh, the producer, replied, "Yeah, I think you should have better luck on Kings Canyon starting Tuesday," which you guys might be a little bit confused about that. Well, he also said Tuesday the loot density should be addressed in Kings Canyon. Let me know if it still feels shitty after the patch. So it does look like a producer has officially confirmed that we will be getting some loot density changes and a loot update for Kings Canyon. I know a lot of people have been complaining, saying there isn't enough loot on the map, especially for ranked, and I do somewhat agree. So it looks like we will be getting some sort of changes in the near future as well. So I'm very excited about that. But there was also another thread that I saw and I was pretty interested in, so I thought I would share with you guys. Somebody said on Twitter, "Why did Apex release duos and not solos? I'm dead." And then C9 PvPX did reply saying, "I wanted to tweet and complain about it, but figured why even bother at this time." And then again, Lowkey DB Josh, or Josh Medina, a producer at Respawn, replied saying, "We've said it before, but solos isn't healthy for the game," which is pretty big to hear. Although PvPX did reply to that saying, "Maybe I'm too one-dimensional with my thought process, but I see two problems that need solutions. Solo players play on their own in squads, which leads to an unenjoyable experience for all. And number two, solo players who want to play solo want fair fights and not 1v2s and 1v3s. And then Zilch replied saying, "The majority that played solo in solos, which led to the least enjoyable experience for them. There are still changes always in the pipe to improve solo play. Matchmaking is liquid." And then also Josh Medina did reply saying the data they gather is key and you can't only rely on Reddit and Twitter as the conclusive data points, lol. As well as the Zilch said, we've said as much time and again, I think there's a place for solos in Apex, but not on the play Apex button yet. As we've also said, we've kept an eye on solo play and are constantly working to improve it. So that is pretty interesting. We've got a little update on what they're doing with solos and if we will ever get a permanent solos like we are getting with duos on Tuesday. I don't know, it's not confirmed and they didn't really seem like they were working towards that, but obviously there's always the potential that we could get it in the future. I just think that a lot of what this means and a lot of what they said in the past does mean that we won't be getting a permanent solos mode as of right now and probably not for a while if we ever do. But make sure to let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about this and if you are excited for the loot density changes on Kings Canyon coming Tuesday, as well as obviously the potential buffs and nerfs for characters and the Bloodhound Town takeover. I want to hear your guys' thoughts, so make sure to let me know down below. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. It really does help me out a ton. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell for daily Apex videos. But it's been your boy Sethly, and I'm out.